Lights! Camera! Action!
The year was 1929. Philco came out with the Model 86 Lowboy.
Alright, here's the 1929 Philco Model 86. I picked this up a little while ago, and we're just going to look at it, and later we're going to take the chassis out and then inspect it closer. Top looks like it's going to need maybe a little refinish, but the rest of it may kind of leave it, don't look too bad. This opens up. It's amazing that this is so old. When I got it, I blew out all the dust. It was pretty dusty in there. But we're going to take the chassis out, then blow it out and put it on the desk and take a closer look at it. This is called a Lowboy model. Not bad. Looks in pretty good shape. Okay, let's take it out and we'll see what it looks like. Well, we got the chassis out here on the workbench. This is what it looks like. I had to blow it off. I took the bottom off it so we can take a look at the bottom. There's the tuning condenser. Got 4 gangs there. There's the volume control. It's quite large. This over here, some type of a fine tuning. And this big thing here is where all the capacitors are in. Electrolytics. Gonna take that apart and take a look at it. Here's the 4 cans up here with Philco stamped on them. That was pretty neat. And these old clove tubes. These are really neat. I love these. This one's what is it? UX171A. What else can we see on here? Here's a antenna connection. This one's called LOC. This is the ground. This is where the speaker assembly connects. Nice big transformer. Here's the rectifier tube. What do we got here? It says UX 280. That's pretty neat. So I'm going to flip it over here and we'll see what that looks like. Okay. Here's the bottom of it. I noticed there's some more capacitors in this can, and it looks like it's been soldered shut, so I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I kind of like to restuff capacitors. Oh, this little thing here is a hum control. I was looking on the there's a little thing on the top where you can adjust it. It's like a rheostat here. So, here's all where the capacitors are. I can probably do some readings here to see if those are still good. Here's a big, looks like a resistor coil. Then I have these three. There's capacitors in here. I think there's a 0.1 in each one of these. And these little wires here, these are actually resistors. I forget how many ohms those are. And there's the coils in there. Now, it doesn't look like this has been tampered with. I don't see any evidence of any thing changed in it. It looks like it's got the original power cord down there. Here's like a mica cap there. I don't know what this is. Looks like there's a coil there. And this thing looks like a fuse. Two meg. I guess it's a resistor. Continental carbon. Weird. Now let me set this camera up and let's take some readings. See if we can check these caps down here. I'll be right back. Okay, I thought I'd test these the capacitors and the resistors here. Now, according to the drawing here, this wire wound resistor is supposed to be 100 ohms. So let's see what we get on here. Watch it there. Should be 100 ohms. 103. That's pretty good. Let's check the next one. Should be the same. That's just right on. And that's 100 and 101. So those look like those are good. Now my cheap meter only goes up to 2 meg on the resistance, so this measuring this big resistor here, it must be more than 2 meg, and I can't. I'll have to fire up my my VTVM and we'll have to measure that. Okay, we'll test that. It's supposed to read 2 meg. Let's clip this on here. And here. And let's see what the meter says. Alright. I'm looking at the top scale there. So basically It's just a tad over 2, so that looks like that's good. I want to test these. There's some electrolytics right there. Now here's the diagram. There's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 capacitors in that big can that you've seen earlier. So the first one here is supposed to be a 2 microfarad. The second is 4. Another 2. Then we got a 0.1 and a 0.1. So we'll start on the left side here. Let's make sure we got a good shot here of the meter. Okay, what do we got here? There's 2. So that's measuring 2.2 microfarad. And what I say, it should be 2 microfarad. So that's not too bad. Let's go to the next one. It should be 4. And I should just move this lead over here to this one here. 4.22. I'm really surprised. I thought these would be all out of whack here. Alright, the next one over should be another 2. And that should be this one right here. Up. Okay, that one's a 1.4, so that one lost a little bit. So, now all in all, it doesn't look too bad. You know, I may just fire this up, bring it up real slow, and then see what happens. I normally don't do that, but this is my first video on here. I might want to interject some fun on here. I don't plan to blow it up. I've got a variac here, and we'll just bring it up real slow. So we'll set up for that, and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got the speaker out. Well, I can take a close look at it. It's probably weighs about 15 pounds or so. Man, that's solid. Now the cone looks very different from what I've ever seen. It doesn't look like the regular paper. This is actually looks like it's some type of woven fabric here. Very unusual. I've never seen one like it. So we're going to just plug it in here. It goes, here's the cord. It's got 2 larger pins and 2 small ones, just like the tubes. If I can locate it, here we'll plug it in. I think it goes like this. Alright. Now, here's my variac, and I made this. This is a volt and an AC amps. Now this only goes up to 1 amp, so if that starts to peg, I'm going to back off and shut that sucker down. But I figure this will probably draw maybe a half an amp, maybe 0.6, maybe a little bit more. I'm not sure. Here's what it looks inside. So what we're going to do is I'm going to yeah, can't you tell I'm nervous? What going to turn it on, and I'm going to just slowly bring that up. And I'm going to pull this rectifier tube, and we're going to hook up a meter and watch that filament voltage and see how that goes. I believe those would be these two big ones here, down here. There's the meter, it's on AC. Well, I had to, there was no switch on the thing, so I had to just tie the wires together. In fact, I pushed some tape over that before I electrocute myself. Now, I don't know where I'm going to get a switch for this. Alright. Let me take this off. I'm going to fire this up. Now, the guy I got it from said he powered it up about 20 years ago, and it hasn't been touched since. Alright. Turn that on. Make sure it's down. I'm going to flip that on. Now, this is the one I'm very concerned about. That's the amps. And as far as this meter is the same as this, but this one is not accurate at all. So, there we go. And this has got this hooked up to the filament pins of the rectifier. So here we go. About 10 volts there. We'll bring it up to about 30. The current is not really doing anything. You probably won't see much because the tube's out of there, so bring it up a little bit more. And the current's going up a little bit. Looks like it might be 0.1 amps, and we're about 50 volts. Here's 60 amps. Not much. We got 2.5. I believe the filament voltage should be like 5 volts or something like that. Let me look at my thing here. Filament voltage is 5 volts. So we're halfway there. There's no smoke or anything. I can't tell if any of these other ones are lighting up. But we're only at 60. Focus, baby. Okay, there you go. Alright. There's about 70 right here. Got 80 volts. And we're up to 3.4. Okay, we're at 90 volts right now. 3.8. Current's not too much. We'll go up to about 100 here. Okay, current is showing almost 0.2, 4.2 volts. Let's see. I think I should see some of these filaments come up on the other ones, but I'm not sure. Okay, it's been up to over 100 volts. 4.7 is looking good. Current is holding at 0.2. Okay, this is about 110, 115 right here. So we're at 4.8 volts. Oh, look. I think I see a filament glowing here. Oh, wow. These two are the output tubes. See that? Wow. I'm impressed. Oh, some of the other one. This one here. You can see right in the middle there. You can see the filament. This one too. I think we might have a winner here. Alive for since 20 years. It hasn't been on, so. This one's starting to glow. Look at that. See in the middle there? Okay, the amps is a little over 0.2. So we're looking good here. I'm not going to bring it any higher. That's about 115 volts. Let's take a look at the other two pin voltages. I guess that's the plate voltage we're going to take a look at here. That one's going to be kind of high, so let me turn this up. Whoa. Wow. You can see that it's 583 volts. That seems kind of high, but of course there's no load on it either. The AC amps are still about 0.2. Okay. I think I'm going to put the tube in there and bring it up really, really slow. So let me put the camera on the tripod. And I better go to the bathroom in case it explodes and I'll wet my pants. So I'll be right back.
Cut! Print it!